Hi, Grandma Debbie here. So today we're going to be making Butterfinger bars. Now, for the last couple weeks, I've been kind of going through my freezer, my pantry. I'm going to be heading up to my bedroom and going through my closets. It's kind of a purge time for me. I do this every couple of years. I just go through everything and use up whatever we have and whatever we don't have, and then I replenish with whatever we need. Just kind of keep things going. Well, in doing this, I've discovered a couple of the things that I had purchased for various meals or whatever, and I realized that I needed to get them used up. And so one of the things that I purchased was candy corn, which is a main ingredient in a Butterfinger bar when you're making them homemade. I don't know what they use at the actual candy place when they make them, but I found them in the back of my pantry. They're still good, so I'm going to make Butterfinger bars. You can eat those year round. So we're going to get started on it, and I'm going to bring you along with me. All right, let's get going. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I want to show you what I'm going to be putting them in. Now, the recipe calls for to use a parchment-lined baking pan or cookie sheet. I'm actually using candy bar molds because I think this will be easier to use and it's better. So that's what I'm going to be using. And I just picked these up from Amazon is where I got them from. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our candy corn, and you can use whatever kind of candy corn you happen to have purchased. Now I'm cutting this recipe in half because I don't need that many candy bars, and I didn't have all the ingredients, so I'm cutting it in half. Which is fine. We do not need to have that many candy bars in the house. But you can freeze these. Okay, so I've got my candy corn going in. I'm going to put this in the microwave. I'm going to microwave it at 30-second increments until it is melted. So I'm going to get going on that. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get my peanut butter ready. So you're going to use creamy peanut butter. Use whatever peanut butter you happen to have. And I'm going to use a cup of it. Okay, so we got our peanut butter. And now I'm going to get going on microwaving the candy corn. So I'm going to bring you back in a few minute increments. Okay, here's the first 30 seconds. Didn't do much. It's softening up a little bit. I can feel it. All right, so I'm going to get this back in there for another 30 seconds. Okay, so it is melted. So I'm going to add the peanut butter. You just want to do this until it is well combined. All right, now we're going to take our, this is hot. We're going to take our mold and we're going to start filling it with the candy bar. And you can make them as full as you want. It's up to you. Just going to kind of spread them out a little bit in the molds. Okay, and then these are going to go into the refrigerator for about, I don't know, I don't know. Oh, sorry. They're going to go in there until they've cooled off, until they're all set. So however long that takes. I'm thinking it's going to take about an hour or so. And I will bring you back when we're ready to do the chocolate. Okay, it's now time to move on to the next stage. These have set up, so I'm going to take them out. And this is what's nice about using a silicone mat is that they just pop out. So, and then they break. That's okay. Now after I get these out, I'm going to melt some chocolate. Whoops, kind of coming out weird. And then we're going to put the chocolate over the top of them. All right, so we're going to get the chocolate. You're just using chocolate chips. And I'm just going to take a handful and do a little bit at a time because I don't know how many I'm really going to need. All right, we're going to microwave these for 30 seconds each. And then when it's ready, we're going to dip the tops of these in each one in it, and then put it back on the plate. Or you can spoon it however you want to do it. And you're just going to stir it until it's all melted. Then you're just going to take your candy, you're going to dip it in, pull it out, set it on your tray. You can also, like I said, you can spoon it over the top if you'd rather do it that way. And I'm clearly not being very clean about this. And then once you get them done, you want to get them back into the refrigerator. You can also freeze these if you want. If you're not ready to eat them right away, you can put them in the freezer. But you want to make for sure you label the package, and they're only in there for a few months. They don't look the prettiest, but they're going to taste wonderful. I'm just going to kind of cover up some of the pieces that didn't get chocolate on them. I'm going to spread the chocolate out so it's not so full in some areas. All right, I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to clean up the plate a little bit, but that's what they look like. I grabbed a little piece. I'm just going to dip it in some chocolate so I can taste it and tell you what I think about it. It was really good. It tastes like a payday, or not a payday, a Butterfinger. All right. Try this recipe. You're really going to like it. You can also, I forgot to say, you can also melt the candy corns in a double broiler if it's easier for you to do it that way. It's up to you. All right. I just want to thank you for coming along with me on this journey. I hope that you give this recipe a try, and I hope that you are doing great and everything's going good for you. All right. Hit the like, hit the share, and hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.